Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Matty J Plays some more PGA Tour 2K23. It's the beginning of the week, it's early morning, and we're jumping straight in with our usual TGC Tours Challenge Circuit walkthrough for you guys. This week you are playing the John Daly Cocktail Open at the Wingspread Prairie Club by Scottish 67. Let's check out the course. There's 4 pins, obviously, 3 tees, green, white and black, playing from 6,788 yards to 7,383 yards. It's a par 72, and the default conditions for the course are normal, firm and medium fast. Let's check out what your settings in round 1 will be. So you'll be playing the 7,300 yard tees, the black tees, pin set 1 obviously, in low winds, wind direction from the west, default and green speed fast, so they've upped it from medium fast. But okay, let's get out there, let's check out what the Wingspread Prairie Club has to offer. Easy for me to say, as I said, it's early mornings, still shaking off the hangover from the weekend, to be fair. Had a good night out for my buddy's birthday on Saturday. The missus is back from Dubai later on this evening. I have survived. I haven't burnt the house down. Everyone's good, including the dog. All right, let's go.
We'll begin with a par 4 first hole. Time to put this in the fairway. What do you say?
And that's a nice opening strike.
Right, first drive is away.
Felt nice. Felt comfortable.
Good job. Okay,
found the middle of the fairway on this opening short par 4 for you, the opener guys. Going to leave you, hopefully, if you've got a nice little wedge like me in, this should be the perfect club here. Don't need to do a lot with it. Touch a D-loft just because I'm on an upslope. Oh, I've hit that so slow, but it's not impacting it too much because of that terrible push or pull I had on it.
Nice. That
rather.
Was the club.
So 159 to the green speed, so I can get where they up them to fast. 138 or something would have been the medium one, so this makes sense. It's a tricky little opening putt though, but we read the break and we kick off with a birdie on the short par 4, which I think you boys will need to kick off with. Give yourself a pitch or a full distance wedge in like I did.
On your round.
Gotta hit it a bit better than I've been hitting of late. Still messing around a lot with my swing and settings and things. I will settle eventually on something I enjoy. This is another experiment right now. I've had this controller for maybe 5 or 6 months, and I've never played on just the stock settings for the controller. This is a DualSense Edge, by the way, guys. As I said, and as you can see, it does not improve swing lines or anything. A lot of people think these controllers are helping people, but they certainly ain't helping me. I've been messing around a lot, but there's 2 good shots and 2 opening holes.
All right, let's get a birdie and get out of here. What do you say?
100 yards in, 150 yards in, 2 relatively short par 4s and 2 birdies. It's a nice way to start with a par 5 up next.
Managed to bring things down to 2
so even if you only birdie one of those 2, take the 5, try and get 2 under through 3 would be a nice opening start for you boys on the challenge circuit this week. 10 under through 10 there.
Teeing up now on the
fair play. Some people are super consistent with this game, so let's try and go. You got 2 options. You can try and take the right side of these bunkers or the left. I'm gonna try the left side of the bunkers in this round. And I've had a terrible little twerk at the bottom of my swing there, but it holds this left hand side. Gonna give me awkward feet. 258 in, so we'll loft this up a bit and it should get there comfortably. Now that slow should bring me back round, given there's no wind. Which it does. And we have a glorious attempt at an eagle.
8-footer here in front of us.
On the 3rd. Let's see what we can do. Little tiny left to right break. Well, breaking hard at my feet. So this is all about the read at my feet. And I read it well, just about. Caught the right edge, and we are 4 under through 3, and that is the perfect start to your challenge circuit week if you boys are playing that this week. Birdie, eagle, trash Stacy there at 9 for 11, Eck 8151. Just rounding out the top 3 there. Tricky par 3 now. I don't like these long par 3s. I have a 227 in. There is a backstop, so Let's play for that. Now I'm aiming right because I had a swing that was nearly always fast.
Missed the green on that
Obviously,
one.
I'm not used to this
From the green
swing just
sand.
yet,
Hopefully we
so
get up and down
that was a
from
mistake to keep aiming so far right. But we're up and down from the bunker on a tricky par 3. There won't be many birdie in that unless you got a decent club.
There at 4 under after that one.
Like I said, you can use that backstop, but you've got to be hitting it very clean on that hole.
All right.
But in 0 wins, people will get it. People will get it tight. Oh, let's get down into the area where the pin is. I don't know what day the pin's there, but let's get down into that area. I'm getting a lot of slows with this club. This has got to kick over this hill. It's going to kick backwards, and we are in no man's land now.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get out of this.
That is not the shot you want to play there, my friends. I was aiming for that bucket on the left. Ended up slam banging this dunker. Oh my god. What has happened there?
And this is your 3rd shot.
Did not see that coming out like that. So let's try and spin one in. That's got to hold though. That's got to stop. That's got to stop. Or we're in where we wanted to be for our eagle opportunity, and this is going to be off the green for par. So after a glorious start, we are starting to struggle.
Coming through with the chip.
And on
this one's tracking.
A par 5. We make a par 4. Sorry, we make the bogey on a short par 4. That is a green light birdie every day.
3 under par.
We're 3 under through 5, and those mistakes seem to be happening primarily because I'm not quite sure how to use this swing. But I think, you know, we're in it now. Let's go for it. Everything seems to be slow.
Good little shot there.
Okay, let's use our 97. Again, another short par 4. Little off, little spin. Tiny fast. Should take me towards the pin.
Green coming here.
Right, should sit down nice.
Here we go, birdie putt.
And let's see if we can recover that bogey straight away. Yep, which we can.
Had it in a great way to bounce back birdie.
And a relatively short opening 6 holes, guys, to be fair. You got that drivable par 4. That was another short par 4, 100 yards in. The first one leaves you 100 yards in. So you got opportunities on this front 9, even with a bogey on 4 under through 6. So,
here comes a
what could it be? The par 3 seem to be where the tests are right now. I'm going to hit the 151 with some D-loft and some spin. I played for the fast there, but not for that twerk at the bottom of my swing. And again, leaving myself
gonna get counted as a missed green.
In impossible territory. Going to have to chip this back on and play out for par.
Okay, here's a 5-footer. Nice putt.
Yeah, not quite at it. But that's okay. As I say, I'm still experimenting, still trying to get back the old mat.
Best of luck to you on this.
So, your 8th in the challenge circuit this week is a 523-yard par 4. So, finally a long hole. And this one hopefully holds the fairway on this right-hand side, giving us probably still another 200 yards in, which it does. Which is real tough par 4. This is one where you'll gladly take par and run. But it should run round to the right. I didn't quite catch it. There's going to be on a downslope here. It's going to be an awkward putt. 3 inches down. Don't know why it didn't keep running when I hit a 4-iron in there, but it didn't. Don't expect anything less from the physics of this game. Hopefully the next iteration, they worked a bit harder on their physics. Yeah, some of it is really good, don't get me wrong, but some of it is just ropey. Like, this is going to just keep rolling now.
All right, let's do this.
Which it should.
18 feet to go.
And this is going to be a tricky putt back up this hill for par, which we make, and we are scrambling right now. Just checking I am on the default profile for this controller.
And that will keep you at 4.
I might play the back 9 on my old one and see which one I score better with.
Should be
Okay.
smooth sailing off the tee.
It's a slightly better drive, but not by much,
And
not
this
going to
one's about
lie.
140 yards or so to the pin.
So 140 in. I've got a 139, so I'll be hitting that. Again, it's working fast. Everything's going to go left of this pin.
Okay, on the green safely.
And an awkward putt.
Birdie.
Not finding the right spots on these greens. I think if you're on the right of this hole, you've got an easy uphill. There's very little movement. But I am just finding all the awkward places to be putting from.
Right.
Oh.
All right, here's a 5-foot putt. And that's your par.
That is a par. And we have gone from a 4 under through 3 holes to 4 under through 9. And it's gone a little lackluster on what I think is a relatively simple course. But what I say, guys, you always got to play these as they come.
Nice swing.
I think you boys in the challenge circuit should be aiming for 4 to 6 under, as I say, every 9. Do that and you'll be challenging consistently. So I can't quite reach this, but I'm going to aim. Give myself a putt at it. Just try and get on the green. Going to be an uphill putt, but we're on. Got a putt for eagle.
Good stuff.
Oh, this is a tricky one again.
With an extremely long putt.
Okay, let's go. No, I'm banking. Oh, it hasn't moved enough. It hasn't moved enough to the right, sadly.
And sink this next putt, and you'll grab that birdie.
Now you can give yourself an eagle opportunity there, guys. It's a tricky putt from down there because of the double break. But as you saw, you can put it close.
After that one, you're bringing your score down to 5 under.
And we're 5 under through 10. That's a birdie every other hole.
Here we go. Time to kick it off on the 11th hole.
Not played out like that. I feel like I should be doing a lot better than I am, but it's interesting. So 11th is another short par 4. The amount of pitches or wedges we've had into these holes, I'm just going to go straight at it and try and hit the ball straight. Oh my god, I did hit it straight. Went a little bit left, must have been movement at my feet. And that's a decent pitch from me.
All right, this one's about 9 feet from the cup. It could be a
decent
good one.
Pitch, decent putt.
And as that
Beautiful,
drops, that's your 5th
perfect way to
birdie
play that par 4 for a birdie. And the 12th is a par 3. I was getting ahead of myself, so let's see. Hopefully not another 227-yard one, because I just don't have the clubs.
Teeing it up now on the 12th.
It's 203 yards, and it's well defended. I don't think the 190 gets up there. The 210's flying by, so I'm going to try and get the 190 up this hill. Aim at it. Try and hit. Oh, trying to hit it straight. It's gone completely left, but there is. It should run right from there. Oh, it just stays. Just stays.
The bird.
We have a shot at the birdie. I think this is a lineup. Feels like it's going to move heavy, then slowly drift left to right as it gets towards the hole. Didn't slowly drift enough.
5 feet to the cup from here.
It was definitely moving more than that ball moved, sadly.
Oh yeah.
But another tricky 200-yard par 3 navigated with a par 5 coming up. 2 par 5s in his closing 9. This is the first of them. 6 under through 12.
All right, let's see what we can do here on the 13th.
So we are keeping that average up that I talked about earlier of a birdie every other hole, which will stand you in good stead. Should be able to cover these bunkers, which you can. Put a bit of loft and a bit of spin on that, which obviously takes your driver further if you loft it up and spin it.
210 from the pin.
210 in. I have a 210 club. I'm going to hit that and give me a shot at eagle. Don't mind where this goes, really. That's going to stay left. It's got to get up there, though. Oh, that is... I expected that to carry that 101%.
This is our third shot.
On a 210 club. And it dropped there. I mean, someone go back and watch if I was miscalculating that, but that was a... Anyway. Game is confusing me. And we're going to have now a tricky putt for birdie. That's not that
Here we
tricky.
go. This putt for the bird.
But I should have been putting for an eagle, and that is just not taking any of that break, even with my swing line being dead
Comes a
straight,
3-footer.
and it is all breaking, even looking back. So be wary of that ghost break there, guys. That did not move at all. Did not move at all. And that's a par on a par 5, which is very disappointing. It was a reachable par 5. A lot of people will be eagling that one. I feel like this is a scoreable course. I just feel like I'm making an absolute meal of it. We're going to blast this at this par.
Yes, that's a good swing.
Par 4. Try and get up onto this green now. Getting desperate now that you can show you can carry it. Going to be an awkward ass putt from down here. If it stays on the green,
Nicely
it does.
driving that green.
This is a 1 in 1,000 putt, guys. So
you'll get one.
Welcome to hell. Let's go. I've smashed that. That is going to fly by this hole unless it hits the hole.
Really good.
Oh, no.
All right, give this a little tap and we can...
Oh. And there is an example of the beautiful physics of the game, guys. That ball kind of got to the hole. It was going way too fast, so it did want to do its little lip out mechanics, but just kind of just hovered over the hole and to the other side. And so I'm going to magic trick. Stay tuned for some more magic tricks. I should call myself Magic Matt. No, that sounds wrong.
This could be slightly too strong.
All right.
And as it would happen, you're on the green, so that's actually pretty good.
So a par 3 that was reachable, 140 yards. Most of you should have a club that can make that shot. It's well defended. You do not want to miss this hole on the way back, though.
Oh no, it's right by the hole.
And somehow, once again, it didn't drop.
Is 9 feet away.
It's like there's invisible barriers around these holes today for me.
Well, the putt appears to be online.
But we make the par putt back, and it's just not been great golf from us, to be fair. The swing is all over the shop.
Okay, 7 under par at the moment.
But the course, I think it's a scoreable course. I mean, 16 for 18 name Eric, so those Platt boys normally blaze ripper. They normally 18 through 18, so probably 2 shots worse than what they normally used to. So,
we've got a par 4.
But I'm not even at double digits yet, and I'm on the 16th, so I don't even think I can get to double digits. So at least I'm showing you what not to do. So again, I've aimed here, 100% power, expecting to fully carry that. And either this course yardages aren't quite right, or I'm just misreading everything. That felt way off for me in terms of the course yardage there. Should have easily carried that at 100%. And now this is going to be super long with a 90% of 180. So I am definitely miscalculating this course. See if we can chip one in.
Ooh, nice little chip on that one.
And that sums up the round, really. That sums up everything. We are 7 under through 16. Not been a glorious round, but we have a par 5. Let's see if we can make amends here. That's a better swing. Maybe now the swing is starting to kick in. Who knows, but you have to go some to get there. Don't think you do get there. So you know what? Let's take drive off the deck, folks. What's the worst that can happen here, eh?
Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that.
I wanted to stay on this right-hand side because it's the best way to reach this green. But if it could just run off, it does just run off. And it's going to leave me an awkward chip now.
Up here now for our 3rd shot.
And it's just the way we're playing right now is abysmal. Hopefully this sits down now, which it does.
Nice tempo on that chip, just nice.
We make a birdie. We're 8 under, as I said, 8 under. You will make cuts if you're 8 under through the 18. We're on the lower end of our scale of 4 to 10 every 9.
Best of luck as
but I just don't have my swing today, sadly, so I won't be playing any of my competitive societies, certainly won't be entering Platinum, and I think it's back to the training ground for me to try and tinker.
Okay, setting up.
I thought the default swing might be my golden bullet, but it wasn't. Right, we're going to de-loft the 125. I think it's a better idea than trying to loft up the 139, although it's going to sit down there and going to leave us an awkward putt.
Nice approach. Here we go for your birdie.
on the 18th. And for me, it feels like a relatively simple course, but I've made a
It's
meal of
getting
it.
there.
But we do
All
manage the
right,
birdie on the last.
double
No ghost
drops,
breaks on
and
that
I
last
guess that
hole.
means I'm off the clock.
Couple of unfortunate manoeuvres, but we're there, guys, at 9 under. The bogey on the 5th really derailed our round. But get out there, let me know how you get on. That is the opening round. I've probably shown you what not to
And
do
at
and what
the end of
shots
this
not to
one, it'll
take
be
on,
9
as opposed
under
to
par for
the
you.
more accurate shots I am used to. But there we have it. Can't always play lights out golf, but we're 9 under through 18.
Fun with you today.
Have a good week.
Hopefully we'll
Peace
see you
out.
real
Take it
soon.
easy. I'll catch you all soon.